I wish that I was in charge of public education in the United States. Um, One of the changes I would make is to require all high school students to memorize 100 lines or more of poetry or prose every semester while they're in high school. And the reason for that is that when I was in high school over 50 years ago, I had to memorize 100 or more lines per semester, per year for 4 years. And I'll tell you something, while that was occurring, while I was having to memorize all those lines, I hated that requirement when I was back in high school. Once I left high school and got into the real world out there, a day does not go by that I don't remember some lines that I memorized way back then. Now, granted, after 50 years, I can't repeat them verbatim. But in some of the poems I will get, or some of the prose, I will get, probably 3/4 of the words correct. And it's not so much getting the words correct, it is understanding what these people said that we had to memorize. Back then, I was going through it, just simply going through the requirement. Half a century later, I understand what those people were saying that I missed when I was memorizing it. It's a part of growing old that as you grow older, you understand things that you thought you understood while you're going through it. Now you're looking back and thinking, now I understand. One of the things I had to remember and it was a requirement to memorize them, but you could memorize anything you wanted. One of the things I memorized back then was Teddy Roosevelt's what is called The Man in the Arena. The Man in the Arena is merely one paragraph, but it is a part of a 32-page speech that he made at the Sorbonne in Paris after he was president of the United States. I don't think anybody knows anything about the rest of the speech except for the man in the arena. And he says in that part of his speech, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails daring greatly. Man, we are taught to succeed in life, to be successful. Success is based upon winning. And Teddy Roosevelt would say that that's not necessarily the case. That you might fail. In fact, often you will fail. But the thing that will make you great is not success, but daring greatly. Standing up to insurmountable obstacles and persevering and trying. And even if you fail, you have greatness because you tried what was impossible. "50 years ago, I just memorized it. 50 years later, I understand that Teddy Roosevelt was correct. Fight a good fight. Be like the gladiator in the midst of the arena in ancient Rome. And if you fail, at least you have tried and tried valiantly. what's interesting about Roosevelt's comment was that Randy Pausch, who I've written about numerous times, who was a professor at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, and gave what it was called back then the last lecture. Randy Pausch was dying of pancreatic cancer at the time. Within a year after his last lecture, he was dead. And yet, Randy Pausch was at Carnegie Mellon giving his last lecture, more alive than anybody else in the audience. And Pausch said it's not about how to achieve your dreams in life. It's about how you lead your life. If you lead your life kind of the right way, the karma will follow and take care kind of itself. And the dreams will come true. So what Pausch is saying is, don't worry about success. Go out and lead your life. Fight the great fight. Be brave, whatever. And go out and do it. And forget about achievement. If you do so, you will achieve. That's exactly what I think that Teddy Roosevelt was saying. So, I appreciate your listening to this and watching this video. Read this article and apply that to your life, and greatness will follow. In the meantime, you take care. Goodbye.